Now let us move to the realization of FIR systems. So we know that there are 4 types of realizations of FIR systems. They are direct form, cascade form, lattice form and frequency sampling structures. Those are the 4 types or 4 structures of FIR systems. Okay. So in order to find those 4, we have to find out the characteristic equation of discrete time filter, and that depending upon the characteristic equation we'll find out equation for FIR system separately and equation for IIR system separately. Okay. So now let us see the realization of FIR system. The difference equation is a formula for computing an output sample at time n based on past and present input samples and past output samples in the time domain. This is nothing but linearity and as well as time invariance of the system. So for that the equation will be y of n is the present state output. We know that y of n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on, y of n minus k will be past state outputs, and b naught of x of n is present input. These are from x of n minus 1, x of n minus 2, those and all are our past inputs. Okay. So a characteristic equation is defined as present state. What is our intention is to find out our present state output. For that, present state output is equal to some coefficient into present state input plus coefficient into past state input plus and so on, plus the summation of all past state inputs with their corresponding coefficients. Here we have taken b naught, b1, b2, b3 and so on, bk. Okay, minus y of n minus 1 past state output with its coefficient minus past state output with its coefficient, like that it is defined. Okay, present state output is equal to sum of present state inputs and past state inputs minus past state outputs. This is the general difference equation structure of an LTI system. Okay, that equal to summation k equal to 0 to m bk into x of n minus k. That is what from here to here, minus summation k equal to 1 to n ak into y of n minus k. Okay, in general this is the characteristic equation for IIR filter. If it is FIR filter, then there will be no feedback form. That means this past outputs won't be there. Okay, this alone will give our equation for FIR system. See here, the second term in this equation is usually termed as feedback for the system. This is the equation used to represent infinite impulse response system. If the feedback term is absent, then this equation is used to represent finite impulse response system FIR. Y of n equal to summation k equal to 0 to m bk into x of n minus k. Okay, this is the equation for our FIR system. Okay, we have to remember this equation. Y of n equal to summation k equal to 0 to capital M bk into x of n minus k. Only forward term, there will be no feedback path for FIR filters, because as it reaches to 0 for an impulse response. Next, realization of FIR systems. So LTI systems are represented by following difference equation that we have achieved now. Now let us group all the y terms there. Take this term there. Okay, and by first apply z transform, y of n will become y of z minus summation k equal to 1 to n ak y of n minus k. For this z transform will be z power minus k into y of z plus summation k equal to 0 to m bk into z power minus k into x of z. Okay, y of z into 1 plus summation k equal to 1 to n a k z power minus k equal to summation k equal to 0 to m b k z power minus k into x of z. So we know the system function will be x of z, y of z by x of z, output by input. Then after simplification, h of z will be this one. H of z is equal to summation k equal to 0 to m bk into z power minus k divided by 1 plus summation k equal to 1 to n ak into z power minus k. This is the difference equation for in terms of Z transform for an LTI system. Okay. When only forward both terms are, both numerator and denominator are present, then that is called IIR filter or else IIR system. If only numerator is there, then that is called as FIR filter or FIR system. An FIR system doesn't have feedback, hence y of n minus k is absent in the system. So finally the equation for y of n will be y of n equal to summation k equal to 0 to m bk into x of n minus k. If there are m coefficients, then y of n equal to summation k equal to 0 to m minus 1 bk into x of n minus k. Okay. So this is general length that we have discussed till here. So if the length of the system is m, it is confined to m, then it starts from 0 and limits at m minus 1. By taking Z transform on both sides, this will come into picture, nothing but our numerator of the LTI system, summation k equal to 0 to m minus 1 bk into z power minus k. By taking inverse Z transform, h of n is equal to b suffix n. Okay, for 0 less than n less than m minus 1. This is this equation. This equation is the FIR system characteristic equation in Z transform, whereas this first equation is the FIR system characteristic equation in time domain. Okay. So for FIR system, the system function has only zeros. Y of n is equal to k equal summation k equal to 0 to m or 0 to m minus 1 bk into x of n minus k. It's nothing but convolution. H of n we have obtained here, so bn from 0 to m, 0 else. The direct form realization. Okay. So the direct form realization will be having delay elements in boxes Z inverse, like that. For each and every delay element there will be a coefficient and everything will get added here. Finally y of n is equal to h of 0 Z inverse plus h of 1 Z inverse plus h of 2 Z power minus 2 and so on, h of m minus 1 into Z power minus m, like this. Okay. This is the final structure of your direct form 1 of FIR filter. Here our input signal x of n will be there. There will be m minus 1 Z inverse blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, m minus 1 blocks. So first constant term h of 0, it will go to here. After this one Z inverse is going like this and the direction here is like this. So this Z inverse gets multiplied with h of 1 or else h1 here, h1 into Z inverse. After that this is h1 into Z inverse path. So next Z inverse, they both come together and they form Z power minus 2. So after Z power minus 2, h2 will be there. Okay. So h2 into Z power minus 2 and so on, like this. It will go to till HL minus 1. Here variable they took as example as capital L. Whether the variable is capital M or capital L, it doesn't matter, both are same. After here this is Z power minus L minus of L minus 1 into L minus 1. Everything will get added here to form our y of n. Okay, this is the direct form 1 structure of FIR filters. If they will give a characteristic equation in the form of Z transforms, and then they will ask us to represent in direct form 1. Okay, this is the direct form structure, and next structure is cascade form. Cascading is nothing but connection of one or more groups by in a form of continuation or else in a form of chain method. That means if there are, suppose if there are 2 or 3 blocks, okay, let me give you an example here. If suppose this is a box, this is a box, like this, if there are blocks in communication systems, for this block some input is coming. For each and every block there will be an input and there will be an output. Okay, so first block output is connected to second block input, and next block output is connected to next block input. Like that, for each and every block there should be a chain like connection. Okay, this is called as cascade form. So in this also there will be more direct form connections. So for each and every stage the direct form connections will get chained or linked together to form a cascade form. So we know this y of n equation, and we are having the h of z function. So whenever the transfer function can be able to represent like this, h of z equal to pi k equal to 1 to ms b naught k plus b1 k z inverse plus b2 k z power minus 2. Okay, like that it will go. Here we are taking only 2 order systems. Okay, for 2 order systems, then the system will be like this. This is one direct form realization, this is another direct form realization, and so on. There are m direct form realizations. Each one, this is the output of the first stage that is connected to output of next stage, input of next stage, and this in output of second stage is connected to input of third stage. This is the cascade form of your FIR filter. So now let us discuss about frequency sampling for FIR systems. Frequency sampling realization is used when a FIR filter is to operate on some desired or particular frequencies. So this structure is applicable only for desired frequency ranges. Okay, the desired frequencies may be defined, and this reduces the complexity of the systems. So the desired frequency at omega is equal to omega k at equal to 2 pi k by m. This is the desired frequency, and omega k is the frequency at discrete points. So now consider h of omega. H of omega is equal to summation n equal to 0 to m minus 1, h of n equal to e power minus j omega n, and substitute omega is equal to 2 pi k by m. This is the formula. Summation n equal to 0 to m minus 1 h of n into e power minus j 2 pi k by m. So here the variable is changed into k instead of omega. So this is the final equation, and if you observe, this equation is nothing but the DFT of the sequence, discrete Fourier transform of the sequence. H of k is equal to summation n equal to 0 to m minus 1 h of n into e power minus j 2 pi n k by capital M. This is DFT of length capital M. So this equation represents the m point DFT of h of n, and it is defined as h of n is equal to 1 by m summation n equal to 0 to, sorry, here k should be there, k equal to 0 to m minus 1 h of k into e power j 2 pi n k by capital M. This is the equation for h of n. Okay, here if you observe, the z transform is defined as h of z equal to summation n equal to 0 to m minus 1 h of n into z power minus n. We know that the formula for h of n. So substituting this formula here and by interchanging the order of summations we will get this one. This is in the form of summation 0 to n equal to 0 to m minus 1 a power n. So the formula will be 1 minus a power n by 1 minus a. This is of length n, so n plus 1 k. Here if the length is 1, summation n equal to 0 to n minus 1, 1 minus a power capital N will come. So if you substitute this one in this and expand it, finally we will get this one, summation k equal to 0 to m minus 1 h of m 1 by m 1 minus e power j 2 pi k into z power m by 1 minus e power j 2 pi k by m into z inverse. Okay, and we know that e power j 2 pi k is equal to 1. Substitute that one. Finally, the frequency sampling structure will be reduced after all simplifications to this one. H of z is equal to 1 minus z power minus m by m, summation k equal to 0 to m minus 1, h of k divided by 1 minus e power j 2 pi k by capital M into z power minus 1. So this can be realized with the help of cascade form by taking h1 of z and h2 of z. This is h1 of z and this is h2 of z. h1 of z equal to 1 minus z power minus m by m. h2 of z equal to summation k equal to 0 to m minus 1, h of k by 1 minus e power j 2 pi k by m into z inverse. So h1 of z and h2 of z are realized independently. h of z is obtained by multiplication of h1 of z and h2 of z. So if you consider here, this is realization of h1 of z. 1 by m is constant, 1 minus z power minus m. Okay, this can be written like this, z power minus m, and by expanding each and every summation over here by substituting first k equal to 0, h of k divided by 1 minus e power 0, 1 minus z inverse it will come. So this is 1 minus z inverse, coefficient of z inverse is 1, that is represented over here. If you substitute k equal to 1 here, h of 1 divided by 1 minus e power j 2 pi by m into z inverse. So the coefficient of z inverse will be e power j 2 pi by m. This has come here. Like this, the entire realization will happen. And finally, because of this summation, each and every sample gets added here, okay, to form y of n. This is the frequency sampling structure for FIR filters. Please have a look on this structure for few seconds. Okay, now see the lattice structure for FIR systems. In IR system we will see lattice ladder structure also. So the system, this lattice structure is represented only when FIR system is able to represented by means of a polynomial am of z. Okay, here am of z is defined as am of z equal to 1 plus summation I equal to 1 to m am of I into z power minus a naught of z is equal to 1. The system function becomes hm of z equal to 1 plus summation I equal to 1 to m am of I z power minus I. Okay, so h naught of z is equal to 1. The z transform of input and output are related as y of z by x of z equal to 1 plus summation I equal to 1 to m am of I into z power minus I. So by substituting this one here, by taking inverse Z transform, we will be having an equation in the terms of x of n and y of n. If you substitute the order of filter m is equal to 1 here, the equation will be y of n equal to x of n plus a1 of n, this is coefficient order, x of n minus 1. Okay. So this equation can be realized like this. X of n is represented in two functions, they are f naught of n and g naught of n here. F naught of n and g naught of n here. If you see, this is directly going. Okay. So there is no delay. For another one, for x of n minus 1, there is a coefficient, and after that coefficient there is a delay. So this x of n, for one function it will go directly, and for another function it will go with some delay. So we have to keep a z inverse block here. Generally we consider in the down path of x of n for our lattice structure. So f naught of n and this g naught of n will become g naught of n minus 1. So finally f1 of n is equal to, what will be the output here? The f naught of n will come here, k1 into g naught of n will also come here. They both will have to get added. So f1 of n is equal to f naught of n plus k1 into g naught of n minus 1, which is nothing but it is there in this form. So this is treated as y of n. And here what will be the output? F naught of n into k1 will come here, and g naught of n minus 1 will come here. So k1 into f naught of n plus g naught of n minus 1 is equal to g1 of n. If the same structure will comes in the next stage for two stage lattice. So how many stages of lattices are there? Means this entire structure will get repeated. Now let us see the second stage lattice diagram by substituting m is equal to 2 here. Okay, I is equal to 2 here. See here, this is the first stage lattice till here, and we have f1 of n and g1 of n, and in the same manner f1 of n will go directly and g1 of n will go with some delay, z inverse. So after that the second stage lattice coefficient we have taken as k2. So this will be f1 of n plus k2 into g1 of n minus 1, which is nothing but our final y of n form equation. So g2 of n is equal to k2 into f1 of n plus k2 into g1 of n minus, k2 into f1 of n plus this will come directly here, g1 of n minus 1. This is the two stage lattice filter structure for FIR systems. So finally there are 4 methods of representing your FIR filters. First one is direct form structure, second one is cascade form structure, third one is frequency sampling method, fourth one is lattice structure. Okay, so each and every form we will represent it in for a unique purpose. So in which form it will be means, for a direct form the general equation of FIR filter will be represented with the help of first form, direct form. Okay, so if the input system can be able to represent in cascade forms, that means of two if you have two systems cascaded in each other, h1 of 2 into h2 of 2 into h3 of 2, like that, if there are many systems which can be in the form of multiplication, then those type of FIR system equations can be represented as this one, cascade form. Okay, and this frequency sampling structure which we use for to represent FIR filters only at particular frequencies, only at omega suffix k frequencies. Okay, and this lattice form we do for whenever the system function is in the form of polynomial. If it is in the form of polynomial, then we will do for FIR systems. So these are the 4 ways of representing our FIR filters, and we will see problems on direct form and cascade form only, okay, as per our curriculum and syllabus.